We are going live. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that little thumbnail. I thought it was cute as can be. JP, since you are new to the channel, my dear, if you would check out the description and read it real quick. That gives you heads up exactly how this channel runs, what I'm like, and what to expect. It's so weird. I got everything I need. I am doing good, my dear. As you can tell, trying to get a little bit festive with our backgrounds. So it's been a day. I know. I'm starting to do a little bit more. We moved the tree. And of course, Homer made an appearance today. He actually does work, but I'm not going to turn him on. But before we got started today, I figured I'd let a few people get in here and show you guys something that came in the mail, which I'm super excited. So for anybody that knows me or knows the channel or watch any of my videos, me talking about the house, one of the things that I discuss is in my home because I live here. And of course, many of you guys have seen the weird things that happen during lives and stuff. Well, one thing about my house that you may not know is that my house was built in the 20s, 29 to be exact. And so I was going through Etsy and I was trying to find a ring. And I came across a ring that was actually made in 1921. And the weird thing was it was exactly in my size. So I decided I was going to get it for myself, even though the hubby paid for it, as always. So it came in this cute little box right here. The lady did really well with it. And then once you pop it open, that is the ring. It's not very blingy. It is sterling silver, but I wanted to show it to you guys. It's actually a poison ring. If I can get it to pop open. Because I'm trying to be gentle with it, because anybody that's ever had poison rings know that, screw it. I'll show pictures later on Instagram of it, but I don't want to break that clasp. It's been there forever, and I'm not trying to be the one to break it, but it is very pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does got this triquetra to it. So it is very pagan-y, actually. And that's something that you couldn't tell in the actual photos. So when I seen it, I was like, extras. And then the lady said that she contained a gift, an extra. So I was like, okay. So I've been waiting. And then she gave me this, which is very pretty, with a very pretty tourmaline inside of it. And it's very Celtic looking. Honestly, for a pendant, it is like super heavy. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but I do enjoy it. And I kind of wanted to share with you guys. It's kind of neat. This is a Sea Wolf. Hello, Jessica. For anybody who is new, check out the description. That'll give you some information. Lindita, welcome. For anybody who doesn't know, we are doing a giveaway on the 24th. And currently right now I am going through and writing all your guys' names down. Our Instagram, okay, so with some of our social media, we had to add numbers to it. I don't know if this was something that they were doing with everybody, but it is something that they requested that we do with ours. So I believe for Instagram, yes. For Instagram, it'll be the Divine Witch 1. And that's where you'll find all stuff. I need to actually start updating it a little bit more. But I've been doing lives. And anyone who shows up for lives is here. So, you know. Hello, Kumar. It has been an odd day. I know, it is so pretty. Like, it was one of those purchases where it was like, do I get it? Do I not get it? Questions are 5 for 2, my dear. When it comes to twin flames and it comes to life path numbers, sometimes they are right, sometimes they are not. It just depends on the person and who's actually doing the life path numbers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this necklace back on. And then I will go through the list that we have already and start doing your guys' one free card. If you are wanting certain questions, all the payment and all that information is down below. JP, my dear, you are the first. Which is weird. I've never not hit go live yet and had a comment. So I don't know if it just shows up like, hey, about to go live. Not really sure how that works, but you got 2 cards. And what I do for the 1 card draw, when I have 2 cards pop up or more, I'm going to ask you to pick whatever card it is that you want me to actually read. So choose card 1 or card 2, my dear. Card 2. So we got the Sun card, but unfortunately it is in reverse. So that either means maybe there was an opportunity that you lost, or for a minute I thought that was like pizza sauce, but it was just a reflection. It's either going to be an opportunity that you lost, or maybe you're looking for an opportunity and yet nothing's came up yet. But based off of the other card, it seems like you've kind of stopped searching for something. I don't really know what it is that you're searching for. Maybe at one point you were searching for love and just kind of gave up, and so it seems like nothing's coming your way. But I wouldn't give up. Whatever it is that you feel like has stopped you, you can easily flip it and reverse it. Which reminds me of a song from the early 2000s. Yan, now let's see what we got for Yan. My eyes are like all messed up today. You ever have one of those days where like you're just dealing with a teenager with an attitude and you just break down like you're just had enough? Yeah, it was one of those days today. So Yan, my dear, it looks like you are inspecting something in your life. Normally when this card comes up, it's an individual or a situation that you're looking closer at. So I don't know if maybe there's something that you're trying to find out the fine print, or maybe you feel like someone's not telling you everything, but you are doing what you were supposed to be doing. You're checking your sources, so to speak. You're very welcome, dear. Teens, man. And then my husband, God love him, he is not one of those people who are like the enforcer. So anytime, anything needs corrected, it's me. Which, it is what it is. He's a Pisces, and he's a calm Pisces. And he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, your daughter's just such an asshole. And he's like, and I was like, you never do nothing about it. And he just looked at me. I'm like, he's like, I do stuff. I was like, no, you don't. Oh, Sea Wolf. Ace of Cups in reverse. So what did you have to let go of today, baby? Something that was let go of. I'm not sure what, but, maybe it's letting go and not giving a fuck. Travel again. Wasn't travel. It was just saying fuck it. It was basically a fuck it card. Jessica, my dear, if you're still here, you got card 1 and card 2. Pick your demon. And thank you for anybody who comes in here subscribing. I am getting names kind of like here and there. So, give mommy a moment. I even had to go back and fix my makeup. Like, I did my makeup like fucking 9 o'clock this morning. And then I looked right before I was about to get ready to go live, and it's like all of this was down here, and I'm like, I even cried at an angle. So I had to do it all over again. It was so fucking horrible. That could be so. Jessica, my dear, are you still in here? Because if not, then I'm going to move on. And I'm not seeing her, so maybe she was just wanting to pop in, pop out. Maybe. Actually, nope. I see you. Which card do you want, baby? Card 1 or card 2? I had 2 pop out for you, baby. Hey, Libra. Hey, Gold Eyes. I do have Cashapp. It's the Divine Witch. It's spelled exactly how it is here in the channel. Just make sure you put that $sign, and it is DE, not DI. So, yeah. 2. So we got the King of Swords in reverse. It looks like you've gotten rid of a vindictive person in your life. And I feel like this isn't just the man. I feel like this was a couple situation. Maybe it was a couple of friends or an actual couple. But whatever it seems like they were both kind of toxic. And it does seem that you've kind of like exiled them out of your life. If it hasn't happened yet, it's one of those things that's going to happen. But hopefully it wasn't as bad as it seemed, because I mean, you got 2 people who are normally in a higher position. So normally it's someone like a hierarchy in a family, or maybe a position of power of some kind. But it does seem like a duo dynamic just based off of the other card. Lindita, my dear. Oh, man. Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords. So we have 3 cards pop up. Lindita, you got card 1, 2, and 3, baby. You choose what you want. Thank you, Jaleesa. Did I write your name down? Yeah, I did. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. So we got the Queen of Wands, which is a warrior card in my mind. Normally, it's where spirituality comes really high through, along with the sense of being a warrior. Normally, when this card pulls up for people, it's to remind them that they have a lot more strength than they actually think that they do. It's kind of like, you know, when we're younger, we're always told to be like sensitive and shit. And then we learn about the Amazon women, and then we get this sense of like empowerment. That's what it's like. It's this divine empowerment coming through. So it could be one of a few things. Either it's someone that you're working with, someone that you're related to, kind of giving you a sign like, hey, you still have this power inside. You still have the ability to control your life and the situations around it. Even though you may have forgot that power for a while, you still are able to obtain it. You still have it within you. So I don't know if that's something like you're going through. Maybe you felt like you just didn't have it in you to keep on pushing. But it's just a reminder to let you know, hey, you do have a warrior side. Everyone does. And sometimes we need to embrace that side, whether it is to validate ourselves and remind us of who we are, or to remind others who not to fuck with. So however that implies in your life, dear, just keep it in mind during this season. Kumar. Kumar, do you prefer to be called Shrey or Kumar? And my dear, I've got the 7 of Wands, which it was in reverse, my dear. And when it's in reverse, this tells me that there's things in your life that you need to get rid of before you can move forward. Is that the right one? Yes, my dear, it is. I would say sir, but I don't know anymore between names. So, yes. It's a time to let things go. I feel like this is more of a grudge or a bad memory than it is a complete action, if that makes sense. Sometimes we got to let shit go. And it's not always easy, especially during this time. But just remember, there's only certain things that you can actually do. And one of those things is to let things go that no longer have any effect on you or do anything for you in your day-to-day life. So just kind of keep in mind, my dear, things are what they are, but you have control over your own garden. If you don't like a certain flower, pull that shit. Jaleesa, my dear, it seems like you are stuck in between a hard spot. It's not really so much a decision as it is an ultimatum of some sort, brought to you by another individual. Because normally when I have the Two of Pentacles, that means that you're dealing with a decision. When I see it in reverse, that means either a decision has already been made or someone's trying to make a decision for you. So hopefully that's a good situation. 88, my dear, if you are still in here. I haven't seen this demon come up in a while. 5 of Wands in reverse. So normally when this card comes up, it is one of chaos. But this is more of a calm before the storm kind of thing. Because when we have it in here, it's chaos, it's debauchery, a little bit of good times. But this is just unwanted, unneeded kind of chaos, so to speak. So whatever it is, choose your own path. Just be wise in which direction you continue to follow. Coco baby. Oh, do 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 do. Coco baby, Coco baby, Coco baby. Do do do. Julia, my dear, if you're new here, check the description out. And I do ask if you would subscribe. Coco baby. You got the Queen of Wands, but you also got it in reverse. So this means a loss of power. Either someone's trying to take up your power or you're just not giving yourself enough of that warrior. I hate that when you hear beeps outside and you're like, oh shit, who's here? And then there's nobody. Beside the point. I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. But also with you, it seems like you've got some information that you're holding on to. Maybe it's something that you're waiting for the right moment or the right time to use it, like a weapon. Hold on to it for a while. Even when you think you should use it, give it a little bit longer before you let that come out. Golden eyes. Jesus. Baby, you got some judgment being cast upon you by others. Right now, it does seem like someone is trying to push a certain narrative against you. So, the question is, what are you going to do about it? Because by that response, I got a feeling you already know who it is. Libra. Libra, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different cards, baby. You pick 1 through 7. Bear, shut up. Leave her alone. You all right? You hurt yourself again? You ate too much, didn't you? Julia, it is a question. Therefore, it is $5 for 2. I know somebody said that they were sending money. If you did, let me know where and who. So we got 7 cards. 7. Lucky number 7. You got somebody keeping an eye on you, baby. We're at the 5 of Pentacles. So with the 5 of Pentacles, that means that you got someone lurking into your life. And maybe they're trying to keep an eye on you so that way they can gossip about you. But it seems like you're trying to stay away from it. But the more you try to stay away, the closer that they're watching you. Not to make you paranoid. That's not what I'm trying to do. But it does seem to be popping up. Normally, with the vibration that it gives, it seems like a close friend, maybe. And honestly, it could be a family member who feels like they're a close friend, kind of keeping an eye on you. Maybe you're going through something with somebody, and they're not sure exactly what you're going to do because you're like a wild card, which I find fun. All right. JP is the one who donated. All right, give me 1 second, baby. If you would, while I'm checking out stuff, if you want to write your questions real quick, kind of keep them together so that way I don't lose them in the chat. And if I do lose them in the chat, I can find them right away. Yes, because every day I stare at my computer and I'm honestly talking to you. The world doesn't revolve around you, child. I don't know. I've asked myself that every day. Oh, where is your name? There it is. Once we find out those endearing questions, we can move on. But for those who are thanking me, you're very welcome. Oh. Now that is a good question, JP. That's a very good question. All right. So let's start with Neptune, which is this card right here, in reverse. So when we got Neptune in reverse, Neptune is one of a few things, either doing the same thing over and over, or it has a magical effect. But since your question is more magical and related, that's how I'm going to take it. It seems like someone tried to cast something on you, but it didn't go through because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Which, if you want to know if it was really them, this is your answer. So we've got the 12th house. When it comes to the 12th house, the 12th house is kind of like a rebuilding process. So what it does is it burns everything in its path. Finances, relationships, anything that could go wrong goes wrong when the 12th card pops up. So if you're noticing that the people that you're discussing about with this first question are not having the best of luck or going through some situations, that is your main indicator for number one. Then we've got Gemini popping up. Gemini is one of good and evil. It is also one of two different decisions trying to be made. So normally when that comes up, there's two different parties or the person themselves. Like if it was you and this card popped up and we weren't talking about this, then it'd be, okay, there's a decision in your life and you've got two different things and you don't know which one you want to go, right? Two different decisions. But this is two different people. So it's not only one person who is doing it. It was two people doing it, which I'm going to assume was the mother and the daughter, not just the mother. Now, let's see something else. I'm on a live. Thank you. Okay, what else do we got here? The dreams that you were getting and the voice that you were hearing was actually your guides telling you so you could avoid the situation. Normally, there's two things that a spell needs, especially if you're doing it against somebody's will. One, they can't know nothing about it, and if they find out about it, then it totally breaks the chain. and then reverts back, especially if they weren't smart and they didn't tether that spell to something else other than themselves. So that's one thing that shows up. And the next thing that we got showing up is the Three of Cups, which is normally one of celebration, but unfortunately it was short-lived. I feel like this was something that happened way before, probably like maybe within a 3-day span prior to you knowing. Normally magic takes time for it to hit the ether and to make its channels. And once it did, it seems like your guide intervened, which is a good thing. That means you have a really good guide. What is your next question, my dear? Some people are able to do what I like to call dream walking. And it's simple, but it's not simple at the same time. It's simple if you know what you're doing, but it's not simple if you don't know what you're doing. So with dream walking, that allows you to actually go from your body and go to someone where their body is and actually step into their dream. This will give you the ability to not only step in their dream, but to control what they dream about. So normally when people are doing this, they're also doing dream magic against you. Basically what it is they get into your dreams, and then the next thing that you know, you start having some emotion, but you don't know if it's emotion caused from the dream or if it's something that was really there and you never really seen it until that dream brought something out. And that is something to watch out for. So I would really suggest doing a cleanse of your area, maybe doing protective wards in your room and your home. My next question, Rebecca, true feelings towards me. Her true feelings towards you is one of chaos and disruption and trying to have control. The devil is normally one of controlling, manipulating, or trying to interfere. But when it's in reverse, it means that they are trying, but it's not working out for them. Or it means that they've broken free from manipulation. But with the hermit and the devil together, it seems that they were basically trying to manipulate the situation from afar. And the feelings were induced by others and not by themselves, if that makes sense. So it was like someone was pushing them towards you instead of them wanting to come towards you. It was almost like maybe somebody was doing work against them at one point, and then they started to develop feelings. And then that's where it kind of went from there. Hey, Freddie, my dear, and hello, Ashley. Ashley will be first, and then it will be Freddie. And by the way, hi, guys. It's just been one of those draining days. You know how it goes. So if I'm not my cheerful self, I apologize. Freddie, I'm sorry. I did lie to you. Amy will be ahead of you, my dear. I just seen her name pop up. Okay, so Ashley, what do we got for you in your card today? Just be careful. Ashley, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different cards popped up. Give me a second. Let me get them all situated here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is crazy. I've had people do it to me, but when you recognize it and you know it, so if they come into your dream, what I would do is nip it in the bud. As soon as you see them, you know that your dream's being interrupted by someone else if they get through all your stuff, and then put in the control. When you do this, tell them in that dream state, you do not have permission to enter my mind. You do not have permission to enter my dreams. I banish you in the name of Hecate or whatever deity it is that you work with. You can use war deities as well. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. 1 through 7, my dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is for Ashley. So what was like a separation on her end? Thank you. In the dream, she communicated to me clearly. Last one, I argued with her, and I told her, either talk to me physically or don't talk to me at all. And exactly, unless you give somebody permission, like, no one should enter your dreams. That's like your space. And most people will do dream magic. Excuse me, Ashley. I promise I'll read this card for you. Most people will do dream magic just for the reason being magic is easier to implement on somebody when you're messing with their free will. And the reason that is because in your dream state, you are more relaxed and you're more easy to take certain messages, along with the fact that your guard's down pretty much. So that's kind of like why some people do it. And that way they can feel like they can get inside of your mind and control it. Because if you think about it, no matter if you're traveling astrally or if you're dreaming, you're seeing everything and interpreting it by the connection from your spirit to your mind. Okay, so for Ashley, my dear, I've got the 8 of Pentacles, which means that you're working on yourself and you're continuing to expand your life, your knowledge, and the things that you do not like about yourself. You're getting rid of those and you're bringing in new things as well. But it seems like you're also getting rid of some people who do not have the same faith in you as you do in yourself. Maybe it's something that you followed back on more than once. Maybe you didn't follow through with certain things. And they have this preconceived notion on the past you, not the present you. So just take it as this. You know, you can't control what people think about you, especially when you're making big life changes. And you've been known to, like, maybe not follow through, whatever it may be. Hello, my dear. No, I have not put you down yet. So, you know, to kind of just take it as one of those things where, you know, the only one that you have to please at the end of the day is yourself. And if you feel like you've moved a step forward, then that's a step for you. You don't need other people cheering for your success in your journey. Amy. Thank you, my dear. After Amy, I've got you, Freddie, my dear. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Amy. So that tells me that you've got some good things coming your way. Just remember, with all good things, there's always a sacrifice. So make sure that you read the fine print as always. No matter if it's a universal gift, a gift from a friend, family, a god, a deity, there's always fine print when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. When we receive something, we must give something away. So keep that in mind, dear. Freddie. Hello, Amy. Freddie, my dear, I've got a few that popped out for you. 1, 2, 6, 7. All right. Let me get them situated here to where I can do this and it makes sense. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we got 8. I lied. So pick your card 1 through 8. Hey, dish lady. Yes? Will you make me a cup of coffee, please? Choose a different cup if you would, because I'm going to jump between coffee and pop. You're very welcome, my dear. So we got card number 3, which it seems like with card number 3, we got the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups is normally you're going to meet somebody, or you had plans, or maybe there was a business meeting coming up, or maybe you're looking for that significant other, whatever it may be. But it seems like it's not in the planning, or maybe things got canceled. See it as time to make sure it is what you want. And if you do have any new meetings, just kind of know when this card comes up. Maybe it hasn't happened yet for you. If you do have any meetings with anybody new, take it very slow and always follow that instinct that you're getting. Looking for a business meeting. So just kind of follow your instinct. Fill the room when you do it. Because if you don't follow that instinct that you have and relax yourself, it's not going to go well. So hopefully, whatever it is, you said business meeting. Hopefully, you know, you can calm yourself down, present yourself in the way that you want to be seen, and not letting the energies within the room get to you. John Holmes, I've never seen you here before, my dear. If you would be so kind to subscribe, I would appreciate that. Also, for any new subscribers or those who've been here and haven't been in a while, on the 21st, we're going to be going live probably about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have a whole big event. Like, we're going to be making food, talking about different traditions. We're going to be doing the 30-minute free drawing where one person gets picked for a free 30-minute drawing. So I'm just kind of pushing that out there. All right, my dear. This is to love. Whatever's going on in your life, there's a bad situation, like it's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. I can already tell you that. Okay, so pick your card, 1, 2, or 3. Coffee, not pop. So you can enjoy that glass of pop that you just poured. It's been one of those days. If you don't, your sister will. Oh. This is for love, my dear. Not John. Love card 1, 2, or 3, baby. John, you're next. Hold on to your panties. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, I gotta make a pop.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. All right, you lost your turn for today, love. Come back tomorrow. Good luck. All right, John, what do we got for you? Hey, Gabby, baby. How you doing? Yes, you can, my dear. If you would, please make sure you subscribe because it does help me out. All right, John. We got the Page of Cups, my dear, which means that you're trying to find something that you've lost from the past. I don't know if it's like information. Maybe you're trying to rekindle an old friendship, an old flame. But it does seem like something from the past you're either looking for or something in the past is coming to look for you. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, or maybe you even know what it means. I don't. But I wish you good luck, my dear. Especially if it's coming towards you, because you never know what the fuck somebody's done in their past that's coming back to bite them in the ass. Oh, Gabby, Gabbarino. Oh, Gabby. You need patience, my dear. Patience. And it's in matters of love. Patience. That's the only thing I can tell you is patience and love. Love on patience. Patience on love. Because we got the Wish card. We had some cups in reverse. Normally, what I would say is go to different doctors, get it checked out. Maybe they could find something that's wrong for you, my dear. I would try natural means. It also depends on where you're from medically, how many doctors you've seen. There's always that one doctor that you go and see and they find out everything that the other ones haven't. So that would be my suggestion for you, my dear. Let's see. And it seems to me like maybe there was some advice you were given that maybe you turned away at. Because when I get the Five of Swords, especially in this position, it's one where we were given advice or told something, but we're not acknowledging the fact of it. So maybe that's something that you should revisit. That would be my suggestion for you, my dear. By the way, for anybody who's new here, you do have to comment and be subscribed to get the one card. And you get to come back every day because I'm live every day. Even the days I say I'm not going to be live, I always come live. It's like an addiction now. You're very welcome, my dear. I try. I'm a little bit off today. I'm not even going to lie. Hey, I gave you a reading, my dear. And thank you for subscribing. Hubby's messaging me. That's why I'm looking at my phone. No, he just made it to work. So he's good. When what? As far as when it was, I have no clue. All I know is you were given a piece of advice. Now, like stuff like that, that's going in depth and time and space. And I don't know. I didn't know you were talking to me. Yeah, look for the one where I'm talking about. There was a piece of advice that maybe you were given. That's something that you kind of brushed off or ignored, or maybe a referral of some kind. I would revisit that. Because it popped up, and I believe it was the Two of Swords, was it? It was one of the swords. If you rewind, you can relive that moment in time. Hey, Pearl. How we doing, baby? Do. Those are your options, Pearl. Pearl says hello, and those are her options. Let's see. Pearl, my dear, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 cards. Woo, my nose. 8 cards that popped up. Let me get this straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards, my dear. 1 through 8. What do you choose? I was also up way too late last night, but I did get up early, so to speak. All right, so we're going to lay those down. Seems like you have a new blessing in your life. Maybe someone entered, a new person, or maybe you've obtained something that you've kind of always wanted, or maybe something that was once lost is now found. It's one of those cards where it has multiple meanings, but it does seem like something is coming forth that it is that you were wanting. Normally it could even be a fucking message, you know what I mean? But it is something that you were given that brings you joy. So whatever that was here, either today, yesterday, or maybe even tomorrow, I normally do within a 3-day period. So whatever it is, I mean, if it brings you joy, which is showing it brings you joy and happiness, it's a good thing. Ladies, I'm dipping out early tonight. I got to work. Good morning. Goodbye. Goodbye, my dear. Good morning. Goodbye. No, I just say people's names. I did say Gabby. Gabby was before you or after you or somewhere in between, but you were in there. Pearly Gates. Jobus. If you would, my dear, please make sure to subscribe. That is the only way that I will read a person. So, yeah. I was before him. Okay, so you work beforehand. See, at least you got a good memory. I don't today. It is what it is. It's one of those days, my dear. It's one of those days. 600 people for free question day. I seen that we were like at what, like 450. So once we get up to 600, everybody gets one dinero, one free question, no follow-ups, one free when we reach 600. And then again when we reach 1,000. Now most would say, well, why not 500? Because I'm a little picky. What was your goal again? And you're very welcome, my dear. I wish I could get out of this funk. I feel like I'm in a mental funk, and I don't like it. But on other news, I am halfway through my book now. And I got a feeling by tomorrow I'll be finished with it. So I'm super excited. My hubby was like, how many chapters is in it? And I was like, 7. He's like, that's it? He's like, normally they have like 20 or 30. I'm like, yeah, that's because one chapter was like 50 fucking pages. So far, it's a pretty good book. But it's funny because as I'm reading it, I remember summoning. I remember summoning back in the old country. No, I remember some of the things from the show. And I'm like, it's kind of like comparing in my mind what I seen in the show, what wasn't in the show, what was in the show, how they changed, you know what I mean? So it's been a fun little journey. So I figured if I keep this up at the speed I'm going, and by the end of next week, I'll be done with this book and the Sword of Destiny. And then I can start on the Elf Blood. Excited. Yeah, I'm curious about that myself, dear. Well, thank you, honey. Tomorrow I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm so excited. I got to do a couple runs with the hubby, though. Because my nail lady's like, well, she's $50, but I normally tip her like anywhere between $5 to $10. But since it's the holidays, I want to have enough to give her like $20 because she's a beautiful nail lady and she's so sweet and she's so gentle. Like, I was talking to a few people about like when you get certain people and they like slice you or dice you or like be rough with your hands. I fucking hate it. Worthless Unicorn, welcome back, baby. I didn't even, Joe Beth, you've been so sweet. Give me a second, baby. Worthless Unicorn, you will be next. Elf is horribly, what? Elf is horrible. Changing my mind. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Justice. Ooh, ooh. Ew, hair in my mouth. So I got Justice in reverse, my dear. And by the look of the other cards, it seems like someone is trying to play cat and mouse with you. And basically trying to fuck with your chi. Don't let a motherfucker fuck with your chi. You've got the receipts. You've got the information to bring the world crumbling. You're just a better individual than that asshole. But always remember, timing is everything. And sometimes, you know, even karma needs a little help. Worthless Unicorn. It's Rudolph all the way. There was no better Christmas movie. How did we get on Christmas movies? Is there something that I'm missing? Like a conversation that happened that I was just like not aware of? All right. Worthless Unicorn. I don't know what kind of hellbound mission that you are on, my dear, but it does seem like it's going to be a bumpy one and adventurous. Maybe someone's pissing in your little Cheerios and you've got a plan for them, but it does seem like someone's about to get your squirrely wrath. Don't go to jail. What do you want? What can I help you with?
I want to see your name.
Anybody ever tell you it's ready to talk with your mouth full? Or at least cover your mouth so they don't see your food. Food, ice, souls of the departed, whatever you munch on. Manners.
I munch on the pug's soul.
Pugs have no soul. They've shown that.
Mm-hmm.
Be ours.
I'm gonna take this one.
Take what? Oh, Puggy.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want cookies or something, you can take you some cookies. Is she in the middle of a reading? Is she in the middle of a reading, moderators? Coco, my dear, I've got you marked off as a 1 card, but if you're wanting a paid reading, let me know. Because I'm just going through the list and trying to keep up the shit. Don't go to jail. Is that what you said? Yes. Well, me with my questions, 5 for 2. I'm not gonna, yeah. Hey, Ty.
Come on, guess.
Thanks, Gabs. Gabby Gabbis. Who am I about to murder? I don't know, man, but someone's fucking your shit up. I just know what's gonna happen. I'm like, whoever's fucking with your Cheerios is fucking with the wrong Cheerio. That's a question, Ars, and you can pay for that. I want free. Everybody wants free. Get your question when I reach 600 or pay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, what? Did I say something wrong? I was going to donate. Okay, yeah. If you want to donate, because, yeah. Subscribed and liked, you get a card. Bars. Sounds like I'm saying biars. Yeah. You get a 1 card for coming in, but questions are something that, yeah. Started the day with some vodka fruit bunch. Now that's what I need. Okay, so we got the 2 of swords. Actually, the 5 of swords. I lied. So we got the 5 of swords. So you're looking back at the past and looking back from where you came to where you are, my dear. But it seems that there's some things that you need to learn to let go. It's not good for the soul to hang on to things that you can't change. You know, we live in the moment as people, but sometimes we venture to the past and get all pissed again. And that's just one of those things, you know what I mean? Like, we can get pissed all day, but it ain't going to change what was or what happened. No questions. The guy was asking about murdering. Who's asking about murdering? Did somebody delete something before I read it? Oh, no. Murdering was the joke. Okay. Because I said in their card reading that someone was basically fucking with their Cheerios, which basically meant they were trying to test a motherfucker. And then I gave them the advice, I don't know what you're going to do, but don't go to jail. And then they said, who am I murdering? I was like, I don't know. I just know what they know. And that's what the card shows. So here we are explaining this, and I'm just like, ah. But at least my eyes look good. So, you know. It's Tyler. I like saying Ty, damn it. I want to say Ty. Mika. Oh my God. I need that for a shirt. Ty Mika. Don't make me bring out Ty Mika. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards, baby. Choose 1 through 8. Tamika seems like it should be a name, though. I think that'd be a pretty name for a girl. Oh, Pew. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Ha ha ha. Hello. Is there any list? There's always a fucking list. I'm crying, laughing. God, I wish I could cry, laugh. I will just love this. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this because I feel like my energy is low and I'm just like, can I have a 1 card, please? Yeah. Wait your turn, motherfucker. I'm not an ATM. You haven't stuck in a card to make me go womb. But if you do stick in a card, I will go womb. Vroom, right to a fucking cup of coffee. Oh, by the way, so BRB got to tell my group chat of some list of mine. Good luck. Oh, love you too, baby. I'm a guy. And what number again? Sorry, I'm stoned. I'm a guy. 1 through 8. I know you're a guy, but I still think Ty Mika is a pretty name. And if somebody names their kid Mika, I will adopt that fucking baby and protect it. Oh, Coco. Coco, baby. Where'd you donate, sweetie? It just helps me out because mommy's a little bit lost today. Can you tell? Yeah. 1 through 8, my stone Tyler. Shouldn't put Ty as your name. Or Ty. Even though I do like Ty. I'm a repetitive. It's one of those days. I give up. But look at my pretty ring. Well, it is pretty. It's not for everybody, you know what I mean? It's like, it almost looks like basic bitch, but it's the kind of basic bitch that will kill you once she can get her clasp open. 8. The asshole on me wants to tell you that this card means that you're on a mystical journey of, like, enlightenment. But the fact is, you're just trying to make it through your day without hurting a motherfucker. Like, it seems like you're give a fucks Tyler as kind of went out the window, and you're just ready to go Rage Against the Machine, which is an old band. If you don't know, if you do, you do know. Anyway, tie. I enjoy tie, like tie-dye. I enjoy tie. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. See, you're stoned, and I'm acting like I'm stoned. So anyway, my dear, whoever's got you going into beast mode, ready to go, roar, just remember, glitter bombs are a lot quicker and a lot messier and less evidence. Cashapp as always. Tie. Yeah, that's an awesome reasoning. I'm just saying, any motherfucker fucks with you, I will give you a list of shit to do. Glitter bombs, and there's a company that you can get them, and it won't give you your return address, which I think is a godsend. Come on, you bitch. Do what I want. All right, Coco, baby. 2 questions and a paragraph, because mommy's like, I can help with the list. My list is never ending. Coco, babe, I think we could be really good friends, or we would end up in jail together. Whatever came first. Oh my God, that's badass. Right? And then there's another company where you can send somebody a bag of miniature little dicks. I did that to my brother when we argued. I sent him a bag of dicks for Christmas. It was great. I don't even talk to him, but I heard about it. Yes, love, you missed your turn. You'll have to come back tomorrow, my dear. I think jail would mean you have a good night. Have had a good night. It does. And also, whatever the fuck that means. To me, that's like a vacation. Get to meet new people. The food sucks. The drinks suck. The hotel sucks. So it's like a normal vacation. Ooh, send me one. What are we sending? A bag of dicks? Aw, Gabby wants to shove a bag of dicks in her mouth. I gotta remember, she's underage. I can't make stupid jokes. Well, Ella. Questions are $5 like the fucking footlong commercial for 2 fucking questions. I can say it in English. Gabby will handle the Spanish. And I'm pretty sure somebody else here could put it in another language for you. But it ain't going to change, my baby. My boo. My sugar dumpling. I will give you a free card, though. Because I don't think you've been here yet. You get 1 free card for coming in, though. I'm with Tyler, and he told me to come. What a magical little man he is. Come. All right. Oh, God. Master Tyler told me to come, so here I am. Ooh, crumpets. That is. Did you get the payment? I got the payment. I'm just waiting on your questions, baby. While fucking around. See, if I went to jail for being drunk with you, Coco, it would be you up on my shoulders and us trying to joust another couple that we found in the parking lot and running away from the cops, but being too drunk to run from the cops. Now that would be a fucking story. I would love to see the news channel on that. Do. I posted earlier. Son of a bitch. Now you're going to make me go back. Why do I got to go back? Damn it. Jail. List is never ending. Cashapp. Oh, God, Jesus. Can you tell me if I should give Lamar has good intentions? We had met up for the first time yesterday. It went well, and I always turn him down and never give him a chance. All right. Get it, mama. Get it. Hide in the bushes. I'm not running, girl. I don't run. I always say if there's a two-party system happening, motherfucker, you better be quicker than me or be out of my reach. Because if I can't run faster than you, I'm taking you down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 through 7, baby. Or actually, why am I doing that for you? Because you asked a question and you paid. You can add this guy to my list of men. For anybody who doesn't get it, there was like a hoe fight between Coco and Gabby. Gabby thought Coco called her a whore, and then Coco thought Gabby was calling her a whore. And then I'm all like, fuck, do I be responsible or I let this go down? I let it go down for a little bit. It was a hoedown. Ha! That's where they got it. Oh, anyway, sorry. Let's see. All right. Watch and laugh. Enjoy the fuckery of the squirrel. All right. So I'm going to give you a little bit about this individual that you kind of ignored. One thing to know about them, if you don't know it already, is that they go through systematic depression, where they doubt themselves, who they are, how they stand up to the world kind of thing. So you're going to have to baby them just a tad bit. But, I mean, that's not a bad thing. Everybody needs security, right? So I feel like that's where you're going to come in. You're going to kind of be able to give them that, queen bitch basically vibes to kind of help build up the confidence. But it's going to be one of those things that's like a slow progression as far as who they are. Because I feel like they've dealt with, how do I put it? A lot of bullshit in their life that's brought their self-esteem down to a certain level. Maybe some of their past relationships treated them like dirt, like they were just a doormat. So kind of, fair warn. Now, as far as this relationship, it seems like a good opportunity. When the sun comes out and you got two people coming together, it's normally a good opportunity, one of expanding, one of learning, one of love, one of friendship. So I would take it as a good sign. The other shit is something that can be worked on through time. You know what I mean? If you can't work together through the heavy shit, then it ain't ever going to work. Okay, God. Right, I'm trying to baby him, though. Try not to baby him, though. He better get it together. Shit. Just going rough on his ass, like, get it on. Maybe he needs that bedroom sheet confidence, you know what I mean? Like, you get him in the sheets, and then he gets real confident. I'll try and keep up. You better try and fucking keep up. It has been a little crazy, chat, hasn't it? What's your second question, baby? Because I only seen one. There might have been two, but I didn't see it. No. Don't you hate that when coffee, gets on your cup on the inside, and then the next thing you know, you just see this streak of coffee going down? Can I get a 1-card reading? Fuck yeah, subscribe, bitch. Just because Tyler brought you doesn't mean you get a free pass unless you subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Jesus. It'll calm down here when I leave. Shit. It'll amp up. What are you talking about? Oh, shit. What are we doing? Where are we at? All right. So we're going to go with, then he's bad. Then who's bad? I'm bad. We're all bad. We're Michael Jackson bad. Not that bad. Did I do good? You did great, my dear. Done, honey. Woo! I got a honey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the fuck is wrong with your life? I'm not even going to give you an option to tell me. I'm just going to fucking go through it. Cabby. Simple. All right. So you're having issues in communication. You're also having an argument with someone or more than one person. But it feels like one person in particular. One who thinks that they're all this, like up here, like everyone's beneath them kind of thing, when in reality, they're just like a speck under your shoe as far as you're concerned. But it does seem like they push a lot of negative emotions towards you and propaganda, because we've got Pluto and we got Scorpio in reverse. So it means that they're really fucking targeting you. Then we've got the 9th house, which means that you need to travel your ass past this fucking situation and let this motherfucker burn. Because I'm going to tell you, by the way, it's a card and a planet, Uranus, is coming in, and that's going to set everything right. So all this bullshit that they keep on chopping about is going to end real fucking quick, and you're going to end up looking better in the situation than that motherfucker. So that is your reading. So copy all tone. Yeah, fuck that. Some people are petty ass bitches. Bad is bed. How do you feel about the CoStar app? I've never used it. I have no clue what it is, but if you tell me about it, I'll look into it. Thank you, love, and so spot on. You're very welcome, my dear. But for real, some motherfucker, I hate it. And motherfuckers always want to run their mouth when a bitch doing good. And that's a fucking fact. Because when bitches ain't doing good, they're like, oh my God, they got the. It's like, bitch, go fucking do your own shit. If you would stay in your lane, maybe something would fucking happen for you. All you got right now is your fucking mouth running. I did not get your second question. I got, will we have good sexual activities? Oh, is that your second question? I thought, okay, never mind. We good. I was like, well, shit. She just like put it out there. I was like, well, we might. It depends. I mean, from what I read from the cards, you kinky. So, fuck. Oh, it's been a day, baby. It's been a day. Sex is overrated. Yeah, no. If sex was overrated, first off, the population would be non-existent. And second off, if it was that bad and overrated, people wouldn't have been doing it for this long, baby. Don't tell anyone that. Well, shit. Sorry. All I've got to say to you, Coco Baby, is this. Once you unleash the freak, you're going to get a lot more requests for things that you wouldn't expect out of the individual. So just see it kind of like as Pandora's box. The more that you open, the more you're going to receive. So take it as that. And it is going to be that situation at first where they're going to see where your boundaries are, where you're coming in from, and that kind of thing. But yeah. It can be used for individual success. And there's also, people who don't do sex because superstition that they won't win a game or stuff like that. There's been people in history that went celibate so that they could receive messages from the gods because a virgin was pure and able to be in tune with the gods and angels. So, I mean, it is what it is, personal preference, but oh my God. Also, if you tell about the planets and vibes and stuff, they're going off that day of week or month. Wait, tell about the planets and the vibes and stuff. I'm actually unicorn. I was thinking about this too, like with the planets, because when it comes to, if I can find it, this deck, like I know about astrology, but there's some things that I can't remember to save the life of me, like the planet associations. Like there's some I remember, some I don't. So I'm going to actually make me a chart this weekend that goes through all of them. How old is everyone? Old enough to know better, but wise enough not to care. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Sorry, this is cut off in sentences. Are probably confusing. The text limit is very annoying. I agree. CoStar explains that stuff. No, but if like it's something that I don't need, then send me an email and I'll have my people get back to your people, which my people are me. Give me 5 good reasons why I should use it. There. That's the great thing about this chat. We're not a pickup line. Plus, if anybody messes with Gabby, they mess with me. And since I rule this chat, it's not wise. But she is a smart Gabby. Ugh, you were fine for a little bit, but now you're just getting pervy. Goodbye. And you're getting reported, fucker. Unwanted commercial content and spam. I don't mind people coming in here and having differences of opinion, but when you come in here and start trying to play this macho shit, we're not doing that here. They are. Same if you mess with her. Exactly. I have no clue, but I got rid of their ass real quick. Like the difference in opinion with sex, stuff like that, I can deal with that. That's fine. But when you start coming here like, I get a little good morning. No, come on. That's never worked in anybody's life unless they were a celebrity. And even some people didn't want to hear that shit. No shade, just saying. Haha, Gab, I'm older than you. Fight me. Unicorn, I will stab you. We don't fight. We take sacrifices. So if we're going to sacrifice you, all I ask is, you abstain from tobacco and alcohol uses at least for 24 hours and give us a good location. Thanks, babe. It's our sex life and our bodies get over it. Kind of, yeah. Kind of. I don't know why I said kind of. I mean, yeah. Ugh, I don't want to get into that. I'll get into like this. Yeah. It was actually my sex life you were talking about. I know. Hopefully I defended your sex life with honor. Who can you be in? When can you be in Atlanta? Or we can meet up at Florida. I'd like to die on the beach. I've never done a beach sacrifice. That would be so much fun. I got too excited about that. But yeah, we could totally make that happen. But me and the hubby, we've been debating about taking a trip. I want to go to Canada for multiple reasons. 1, my drag queens are up there. Hey, guys. 2, toke it where you smoke it. And 3, it's cold, and I like cold. I wanted to know, and you answered with a joke. You defended all our sex lives with honor. I wanted to know, and you answered with a joke. Wanted to know what about your sex life? No, I wasn't laughing. Well, I mean, I was laughing. You got to kind of take what I say with a grain of salt. But when it comes to me reading, as far as the Pandora's box thing, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like when it comes to your sex life and this dude's sex life, like you got to watch out because once you open that door, you're opening Pandora's box. He's going to be sketchy for a while to see what you're into. I mean, I don't think it's going to be anything illegal, don't get me wrong. But once you open the fruit box, you're going to get a lot of pop-up surprises. No pun intended. It might get wacky. Whack-a-mole. What do you mean by Pandora's box? So here, we'll do a little history lesson because I haven't talked about Pandora in a while. So Pandora's box was basically this box that was named after this lady. Pretty sure there's more into it. You can look it up online. But basically, once Pandora's box was opened, all the diseases and stuff like that and everything horrible in the world was released into the world. So whenever somebody says opening Pandora's box, that means basically you're opening yourself to a world of possibilities. So do it slowly. You have me scared now. No, he's not going to hurt you. He's not. It's an expression. It's a good thing. I'm a kinky person. It's cool. It's like that's a good defender to help you not be scared. Once you release his inner freak and let it be freaky, you're going to see a lot more things than maybe you would expect. That's the tame answer. But I'm not tame. I'm like a luscious unicorn who needs coffee. I am not saying he's going to give her all the diseases. No, not like that. Oh. Even though when I was saying that, I was like, man, this is going to be taken into the wrong context. Maybe Pandora's box wasn't the greatest reference. But in a way, it is. Don't lie. I never lie. At least when it comes to me getting paid. And assholes. Can of worms. Pretty much. But it's not worms. It's like imagine opening a treasure chest and inside you find all the goodies, all the outfits, the cuffs, the little tickler, those other little gadgets of fun that I can't mention on here because I want to keep my channel. Those things. Let's see. What was that thing that someone was talking about? Co-star or something. Hyper personalized. Let me see. Who was talking about co-star and what exactly does it do? Because there's like a lot of co-star things out there and I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. Tickler. And believe it or not, Florida has one of my top 5 kink areas in it. Thinking it may have been a bit of a reference. Can of worms. Is he going to try and get me pregnant? That's crazy. I don't think it's going to go like that. I mean, if that's something that you want, I mean, I was talking about co-star. If you put a link in the description, not description, but in the chat, I'll check it out. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I mean, whatever you guys decide on in your life, whatever, but the picture of the app should be a black background with a crescent moon. Horoscope tells you the planet. Okay, for some reason, I thought it was like one of those apps where like you can bring people. Never mind. It'll be all right. I'm okay. But I understand now. Co-star. Android or Apple? Android. Even though I do miss Apple, I don't miss the slowing down, which honestly they all do it. But it seems like Android lasts longer with their slowing period. Talk about it, be about it, talk about it. Woo. Oh, thank you for the huggles. I love how she says this even though I'm in here. What did I say? Pregnant? Kinky? What? And I'm not sure what you're referring to, Gabby. Gabby Gab. If you're talking about sexual stuff, baby, you're 16. I'm pretty sure you fingered your little fiddle downstairs and done way more than I want to know or should know. So don't tell me. And I'm pretty sure you've watched porn. So there's nothing really more I can add except good advice and what products you should use. Which now I'm distracted. Trust me, when it comes to the sex topic, I'm one of those people that believes more information is better for the individual than having some guy be like, yeah, this, or some girl. Oh, it's totally fine. No, it ain't, bitch. That's what I was doing. Okay, first off, I got to look for reference, so give me a minute. One part of my life, I actually used to sell certain items. And now I promote items that people make to sell of that certain ability. Do 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 do. Talk about it, be about it, do 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 do. If you're talking about the little bean sucker, as we're going to call it, the love bean sucker, yes, you missed your turn, my dear. There is one product I would recommend that's a little bit better than that. It's not going to give the action of a Hoover, but it does get you where you need to be. It's going to be about this size, and the way that it looks is almost like someone trying to draw a mouth in a way, but it's separated. And the stuff that it's made from is like a skin. What is the skin? It's like, it's not that hard plastic crap. You know what I'm talking about? It's that, I don't want to call it silicone because it's not silicone, but it's close to it. You know what I mean? The real soft, you probably get what I'm saying if you're talking about what I'm thinking you're talking about. Anyway, get that thing. It comes with its own like charging port. Get you a little bit of lube, and I promise you, you will have somebody screaming in your square room where you sleep. You're welcome. Which I got that for free because one time I spent like over $1,000 at the Lion's Den because mommy needed new toys. But in my defense, I was in a dungeon scene at the time. So, you know. But I feel like that's enough personal information for one individual. Or multiple in this case. So, how's everybody doing? Any questions? Is Tatiana still in here? Because I never did give her a reading, God love her. Yeah, I don't know if it's, let's see, pop out, restore. Oh, no. Okay. I was like, it ain't giving my chat back. Keep going, ruin your kids' feelings. Keep going, ruin your kids' feelings. Kids, what are you talking about? Didn't we cover that, Coco? What did we not cover? I was asking what kind of dog she had. Why did I miss my turn? How old are you, Gabby? Didn't you say you had a little one? I don't know. Yes, I do have children, but right now my kids are, doing kid shit away from here because that's what they do. And one of my girls is a teenager with hormones. So I've had the sex talk. But as far as my youngest, no, she's still innocent. And I like to keep her that way for a while. I'm not paying attention to the chat. Oh, you're fine, dear. Tell your man be about Interesting turn of events. For anybody joining in, welcome. If you would like a reading, you do have to comment so I know that you're in the room, and you do have to be subscribed. Got really quiet. Maybe that's a sign that I should just turn it off for today. But I'll leave it up to you guys. If you want me to still continue. Funny stories are far and few in between, my dear. Hey, Dawn. How are you doing, baby? No shit. It's not so much me time. I get my me time later in the night hours, so to speak. Trust me, when you have my mind working as much as it does, there's no really me time. There's us time with me and all the other thoughts. Talk about being down. Plus, today's been one of those days. And when you have to go through lights, especially Christmas lights, you're going to have a not so decent day. Dawn, my dear, you're going to have some complications coming into your home. And it seems that it's coming from someone's attitude towards you. Let's add more context. About a missed opportunity that should have been taken. Not really sure as to what that pertains, but It might work itself out. Yeah, well, I try to decorate it up because, between my kids and then my brother's kids that come over, and I've always wanted to kind of be the person that, has all the lights up and doing the cookies and that whole shebang, making little ornaments and stuff, creating the memories. I don't think it's going to be much of a tense situation, and it's only going to be tense if, like the favorite nap. That if you let it, you know what I mean? Like before my brother got these kids through foster care, I was an aunt, but it was one of those weird situations where my brother had got his wife knocked up, and my mom had got knocked up by my dad at the same time. So it was weird. So like, she was older, but yet I was still her aunt, if that makes sense. It was so fucking hilarious because the story goes that like, my mom was hassling this woman that my brother was marrying because she was older and having a child. And then a week later, my mom turns up pregnant. And so it was basically like karma going, oh, yeah, bitch. Okay, here, have your own. And so I never really got the opportunity to be the older, cool aunt. You know what I mean? So this kind of gives me that opportunity, which I'm totally taking it. Not to mention, we lost her a couple years ago, so it's always hard around the holidays, That's a different story for a different time. I do general readings, and I also got paid readings. General, you get one card, and we'll see what that is. That comes up. Nature, oil, love, and embrace it. So we got nurture all you love. Maybe there's some things that you've not had the time to give as much passion as you want to. And it would be my advice, Black Flame Witch, that you focus on the things that you feel like you're neglecting that actually bring you joy. With life and the holidays and everything else, it kind of gets us away from what we really want to do, or maybe we just get swamped and don't have time. And it seems like you could probably use it. So that would be my suggestion from what I'm getting from the cards, my dear. Is just take some time for you. Oh, it's all right. Lost a lot of people in my life. You never get used to it, but you move on. Anyway, so to get away from this dark mood that has found its way onto this channel, what's one thing you guys are hoping for this year? You are very welcome. What is it that you're hoping for? If you had one thing that you could get that's realistic, that you've got a hunch that someone is getting you that you wanted, what is it that you're excited about? What is it that you're wanting? To be happy. Well, Gabby, you should be happy. I mean, fuck, look at this. We're happy motherfuckers on this channel. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, we kind of are. It depends on the day. Just let us love you, Gabby. Questions can be asked. They are $5 for 2. All the payment links are down below. I accept PayPal and I accept Cashapp. You will get a free card for being on this channel that I will pull for you here in just a minute, little. But it's only if you subscribe. So, you get a free card every day that I go live. So if you add it up over a while, my business to go to the next level. So what is your business, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, fuck it. Why not do a shameless promotion? And depending on what your business is, I am doing unboxings on this channel. So if there's something that you want to send, an item for us to go over and promote on this channel, we can do that. And physically, for me to adapt to my mediumship powers. Now, a raunchy list affair with my roofer, or a new dishwasher, or both. Ooh, that sounds like a good porno start. Delivers the dishwasher and hooks up more than just the pipes. Oh my God. That'd be something, right? That seems like a Reddit thread that went wrong. Roofer. Because, instead of him just being a roofer, he's got to be an all-around handyman. You know what I mean? That way it sticks to like a naughty Hallmark kind of version. Yeah, so if you got a website that you want to actually share, or an Etsy page, whatever it may be, please feel free to share it. Gives me a chance to snoop. I like buying stuff. Gods know it. Now, we got 6 people in here, so I'm pretty sure there's a few people that got a little bit more wish list. We've got happiness, a roofer that includes a dishwasher behind door number 3. He is slowly ruining things in my house on purpose. Either that or you got Tim the Tool Man Taylor. I do Facebook Live with a business on. Well, I believe, Dawn, it was Black Flame Witch, if I'm right. Let's see. Yes. My business to the next level was by Black Flame Witch. Oils, loose incense, spells, etc. All right, my dear, but if somebody was wanting to buy something, especially after they watch this, or the ones watching, do you have, a website, a Facebook page, a summoning spell to summon your shop in their home? Like, what are we working with here? I'm trying to help you out. Can't help you out if you don't got the goods. Trying to help make them dreams come true. I may not be Santa, but I'm pretty fucking close. Oh, I know what I want for Christmas. Tarot reading. Letting me know what I need to heal. Well, you should be working up to that 3-card reading, so dreams do come true. Plus, Black Flame, Dawn, depending on what it is that you sell. Mic dropping bomb party with Dawn. If you guys actually go check out some of our other videos, I don't think I got the link down below on this one, but we actually have a Facebook group. If you find that, you can add that to once a month we do business promotion. So like at the first of the month, you can post about your businesses, talk about what deals you're running. It's up to you if you would like. We try to support each other as much as possible. Seabiscuit, she's already getting it. She just don't know it. Oh, shit. But like, okay, wait. I posted the link. Haha, did you not get it? Did you get it? Where'd you post the link? If you posted it in here, I didn't see the link. I don't know why. Either that or maybe I just wasn't watching. Try to post it again. If it doesn't, I'll figure it out later after the live ends. You okay, love? Who, me? Yeah, I'm all right. It's just one of those days where I can feel off, you know what I mean? Like where my chi needs to be realigned or the hubby needs to get off work. Or I might stay up late so I can get some dick. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's been a rough couple days because he's been back to work and I've had him to myself for about a month. And I'm like, I need you here. Scorpio, hello. How are you? Toys are fun, but the human experience is at a different level. You know what I mean? Well, some of you do. One of you doesn't. By the way, welcome to the channel for those who are new. We talk about a lot of different stuff here on this channel, along with tarot reading. So look in the description if there's something that you would like. Comment, let me know, and we'll get on that. Also, we are giving a giveaway for a free 30-minute reading. Scorpio moon here. So, Dawn, you already know. When the moon is full and the stars align. Oh, I do love him. Honey, I've been with him for 16 years, been married for 10, and I own him till the end of time. Or at least that's what I tell him. He always jokes, and he's like, you don't got my soul. I'm like, yeah, I do. I got the paper to prove it. Wait, today? Wait, today what? Oh my God, congrats. No, not today. Our anniversary is not today. Our anniversary was actually October the 31st. Should have been a gender. Maybe you are. It's dark. No, I'm not a ginger, unfortunately. 30-minute reading. I thought it was on Christmas Eve. It is. It is on the 24th, which is Christmas Eve. On the 21st, though, I do got a little something special planned for some of you guys. But you'll just have to wait and see, because, you know, it is the longest night of the year, and we got to keep each other company. You're a ginger? Oh, no. Don't be competing for my souls now, damn it. Just kidding. Or am I? Age of Aquarius. It has been a little crazy. Yeah, it's why there's rumors I'm a murder people. That's all about right. Always looking for a good henchman. I have my own YouTube channel as well, where and goes hand in hand with my shop. So is it under the same name, Black Flame Witch? Because if it is, then I will help promote you. Once I go spying, of course. Guys, I need to go to my soul sisters. Y'all know who you are. I love you guys. Have a good night. Enjoy your night, my dear. Can you sacrifice gingers? Is that legal? I don't know. It might be. Depends. Depends where you're living. Or where you're at. Or where you're going. So it all depends. Can I ask a question? You can ask anything that you want as long as it's spiritually, and those are free. Because I do give, this is a pagan channel. So I give free pagan advice, magical, mystical, paranormal, whatever, sometimes life advice. But as far as questions as in, does so-and-so love me? Or am I going to marry so-so? Or am I going to get that job? I charge for those, like $5 for 2 questions. All the info. It's down in the link, well, the description. So used to saying the link below. Like, would they want me? I don't know. It depends. If we go for more of a Norse pantheon, probably. See, that's the kind of question that I charge for. Someone wasn't paying attention. $5, $2, PayPal, Cash App, your choice. What's the dumbest question you have ever had someone pay for? All together or just on here? Because altogether, the dumbest question I ever had someone pay for, in my opinion, in my whole tarot reading experience, was they paid for a reading. And then I asked them, I was like, do you want a reading or do you want questions? They were like, questions. And I should have known by the smile on their face because someone was telling me. But I'm like, yeah, fuck it. They seem nice enough. They paid for the reading. Straight up looks at me and is like, so how much is it going to cost me to get in their pants? And I'm like, well, it just cost you $20 to be told no. Goodbye. And then that individual was kicked out of an event and I kept his money. Yeah. Another dumb question that I've been asked during a reading that I thought was dumb was, oh, what was it? Give me a minute. I got to go into my archives here. What year do I want to select from? Let's see. I literally had someone ask me if they were possessed by their parrot that had passed away. And then I was like, I had to know why. And the reason that I got, or the explanation, is that they kept on repeating themselves, like the parrot, and phrases that the parrot would. And I'm like, it doesn't work that way. Then I had somebody tell me that they were possessed by the devil and that the only way to get them out was to sacrifice to fucking some, I can't remember the exact name, but it was a creature from, what is that dude's name? H.P. Lovecraft's world. And I was like, hold on one moment. I was like, is that Chulu guy or whatever, the one with the tentacles? I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's Slender Man. I've had people pay me to cleanse their house and then tell me they don't know why things in their house are going bad. And that I go in their house to do a walkthrough, because whenever I cleanse somebody's house, I always do a walkthrough to figure out what's in the house. Because not every spirit, not every demon is the same, right? The octopus god, yes, that one. Chulu or I can't even fucking say the name. You guys know who I'm talking about. If you don't, look it up. By the way, that motherfucker was racist as shit. Look up his cat's name while you're at it. So anyway, I go into this person's house and they're like, I don't know what's going on. Like knives are throwing, drawers are coming undone, and like whatever. So I walk in there and I start doing a survey. So I start doing a survey of the house. I always tell everybody every room is open when I go through. I was like, because I got to look through every room. So I get into this place and I'm going to do my walkthrough, and I can feel in this back room that there's some dark energy coming from it. So I looked at him. I was like, what's in that back room? Oh, you can't go back there. Okay, why not? At this time, I got bells ringing, like, something's not right. And I go back there and I'm like, look, if you want me to help you, I need into this room. And they were like, well, I don't let no one in that room. I'm like, you either let me help you by opening the door, or I leave and you're not getting your money back. So which one do you want? And they were like, fine. And so they go get the key. They unlock the door. And like, no fucking lie. They've got, he was a fucking demon. It was like 6 other demon statues. And then inside was a rooster that was sacrificed in this room. And on top of a Ouija board. And I'm like, there's your fucking issue right there. And they're like, well, this is my religion. And I'm like, so we go out of that room. We sat down, we have a discussion. And I'm like, so I want you to be honest and tell me exactly what the fuck it is you're doing. And tell me what you think you're getting in return. So I sat down with them. First off, the 6 motherfuckers that they're working with, 3 of them don't like the other 3. So that was their first mistake. Second off, they opened a portal, obviously, between the blood, which blood is life and life is blood. So when you use a Ouija board, no matter if you believe in them or not, they're still a divination tool, especially when you put your energy into the divination tool. They were trying to possess their boyfriend, who they thought was cheating on them, and sacrificed a chicken. Well, it didn't go right, obviously. They lost their job. Shit in their house went wrong. Their boyfriend that they were with, that they thought was cheating, and left them. And she lost custody of her kids. And she didn't understand what was going on. And I'm like, I'm going to go through here and I'm going to cleanse your house because you're stupid and you need help. And she's like, well, I'm not stupid. I'm like, tell me the demons you're working with. So she goes through her list. I'm like, what do you know about them? Well, they're demons. They work for you. You can control them with Solomon's key. And I'm like, okay, where'd you get your information? Oh, this group over here and this group over here online. Okay. What's your resource materials you've been using? YouTube, Google. Okay. How long have you been working for him? 2 weeks. I'm like, that don't seem right. You got statues. It's been more than 2 weeks. She's like, fine, 2 months. I was like, yeah, that seems a little bit more reasonable. So then we go through it, and I'm like, well, here's your issue. And I start describing the mythos, the mythology, everything that goes with it, and why these demons don't work with these demons, and what she did wrong in her ritual, and the whole 9 yards. And we go through it. And she's like, I just don't need your help. She's like, I can't even afford you anyway. And I'm like, all right. So I waited a month, got a call back. She's like, I don't care what it takes. I pitched everything away and get over here. So I go over there. Her car was broken into, probably like 1 week after I left. And then 2 weeks after that, she was robbed at gunpoint. And then after that, she ended up in the mental hospital for a week and had just got out. Which luckily for her, she had parents that had money. So she borrowed money off of them to keep her bills up, along with getting rid of whatever was there because she was starting to have dreams. And that's what led her into the psycho ward. So needless to say, after this, we went through, we did whatever we needed to do, got it all situated, got it all cleansed, and was done with it. And that was one of the craziest motherfucking things I've ever had happen. Like literally when I left this house, something tried to attach to me. So before I could even enter my home, I'm literally giving my husband a list of supplies that I need. I'm butt-ass naked out in my back lawn, fucking cleansing myself with ritual herbs and this paste, and taking buckets of water and pouring over me to rinse it all off. And then cleansing all of my jewelry, all of it, before I could even enter in my fucking home. Because it was that bad. And that was one of the craziest things that I've ever had to deal with. as far as helping somebody out. It is intense. But you know, you can't help stupid. And that's why I charge before I do a walk through anybody's house. Because if I'm going to go into somebody's house and I'm going to walk through their house, there's two things. One, if something happens to me, bitch getting paid and somebody's getting left with the money. Two, most people, they want to say they want you to come in and try to help them out, and people don't realize the energy exchange. Whenever someone comes into your house to basically get rid of an entity or an energy, something like that, there's always got to be a transfer of exchange. It's like when you're doing a ritual. Depending on the ritual, there's things you got to sacrifice. When you get something, you sacrifice something, depending what it is. Now, when you get somebody else to do that for you, there's an exchange, an offering that is given, which offerings take money and time to get them right, because nobody's offering is exactly the same. Each one is picky and choosy in what they want and how they want it. And that's kind of like what it is, being the middleman, being able to push something out or barter with it to get the fuck out. Exactly. What idiot tries. Satan is a construct anyway. But then again, if you put enough energy into something, it becomes something more. So who knows? Satan is his own deity. If you really think about it, depending on who you're talking to. Or you could put it as Satan is every underworld deity that ever is and ever will be. It's just under a different name. So, I mean, it just depends on how you want to take it. But yeah, that's some of the stupid stuff. And like when I was younger, I had friends who would do stupid shit like rituals they weren't supposed to do, or some stupid shit that they seen online. Like there was one girl when I went to high school with, and she was talking about the 7 days of hell spell that she got from 4chan or some shit. And she was like, oh yeah, it caused this teacher to lose all this. Well, first off, bitch didn't close her circle. So then her house became haunted, which led to her parents breaking up, her having suicidal thoughts, getting raped, which that was fucked up. And I dealt with that because no matter if I liked her or not, that was fucked up. And a few other situations in her life because of what she did and what she didn't do. That's why I always try to tell people, whether they want to hear it or not, always research, because you got to know what you opened and how to close it. And if you don't do one or the other, or you don't do what you're supposed to, you're going to pay for it. There's always a sacrifice. Have you tried to summon anything, or have you used an Ouija board? I've used an Ouija board. I've been a human Ouija board. Well, if you want to be honest, I am a walking Ouija board. Summoning things, I've got a few things I've summoned. One currently is an outside protector and one's an inside protector. And I've opened a few doorways in my home. My home is like a crossroads home. Anything good, anything dark is allowed to enter, but there's rules of the house. House always wins, so to speak. And I allow it to be a trading post, basically, for souls to move through, go where they need to go, just take a moment to sit down, because you have souls that wander. And these souls are always looking for a place to rest in between their travels. And that's what I offer. And in return, I've met some really awesome people who have passed on. I've met some different creatures. I've met some different entities. I've seen some shit that I'm like, okay, you're weird, but you're decent and you're not fucking with me or my family. So we'll move on. But not a lot of people know what to do, because people, when they start getting into like, Ouija boards or any kind of divination, they open up doorways, and some of them do it half-assed. You know what I mean? Like they start something, they don't finish it, or you get things that come through and they don't know how to handle it, or they do something wrong, you know what I mean? It's human error. And it's people normally who think that they can do whatever they want and not have any bad experience. Like they're the controller of their destiny. When a lot of times it doesn't work like that. Especially if you're not like spiritually strong enough to deal with certain things. Like I've noticed when I go to teach people or have people ask to be taught, I ask them, what is their morality? Are they morality, or are they basically, is it their self-morality or the morality of those around them? And what I mean by that is like, is it the ethics of the world that they follow, or do they follow their own ethics? Like that's the first thing that I tend to ask, because if you're going to try to work with deities, spirits, ancestors, no matter who it is, there's got to be a line of respect. And if you're the type of person where I don't have to respect shit and I can just do whatever I want, you're going to have a lot more trouble than you're going to have success. And that's just my personal opinion and from shit I've seen. Now, some people might do good. I've never met them. I don't know. I don't have that life experience. But people getting into things that they shouldn't mess with, or thinking that they can control everything, and they're just really scared individuals, it doesn't work out. Exactly. And it's like I told my kids, I'm like, I don't care what you do. You want a tarot set, a mirror, Ouija board, whatever. Now my husband is terrified of Ouija boards. Doesn't want to even be in the same room with them. And he's like, they open doorways, they do all this bad shit. And I'm like, look, that's anything. My fucking tarot decks, even angel decks, could open a fucking doorway. Like, when it comes to doorways, there's not just one doorway. Depending on the entity, it can create its own fucking doorway. Especially if you're asking for help. So whenever you're going to ask for help, or you're praying, or you're thinking about asking for help from a certain higher power, be specific on who you're talking to. Because that is a contract for any motherfucker to walk in. Because you're not being specific. Exactly. Like, if you're going to do Ouija boards, always open it. Say what it is that you're wanting, or any divination, honestly. When you're done with it, no matter if you get scared or not, close the shit properly. Say goodbye. Whatever is entered must return. You know, do your shit, right? But people forget about it. They get scared and they're like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? And then they run off. Which it either leaves one of their friends with a shitty situation and an open door that they never close, or it leads them with this, oh my God, we're being followed by the spirit and it won't leave us the fuck alone. That kind of thing. If you, well, for them, as far as them to say goodbye, they don't have to say goodbye. When you say goodbye, because you got to think, imagine you're in front of a door, right? So you're in front of the door and you open the door. So that's like you saying, hey, I welcome spirits in to bring me messages, information that I shall seek, and whatever else that it is that you're going to say, right? And you leave that door open. So let's say someone comes in, tries to stab you. And you're like, oh, hell no. So you kick that motherfucker out and you shut that door. They don't have to say goodbye. They don't have to be willing to go. You open that door. You can close that door. You have power over that door. Most entities will make you think that you don't have power to push them the fuck out. You fucking do. That's where free will comes in. That's where the power of one's own land. That's why there used to be a saying, wherever you move and you know that you're going to be there for the rest of your life, you're supposed to actually take some of your blood and bury it into the ground. So that way, that ground is yours. What was there before is no longer. You control that land. So that way, If anything comes in that's uninvited, people, spirits, whatever, in the end, it's your land. You protect that land. That land is yours. Nothing can enter unless you give it power. And then the only way to get rid of that is for someone else to come in and do their blood into it, or you to be buried onto the property and have somebody do a release of the property. And that takes a while. And it has to be done on a specific day. The body has to be washed before it's put into the ground. It has to be wrapped in certain linens. And it's a whole fucking thing. So it's not something that everybody does, but it's something that I've always done with my home. Hey, Alex. Welcome. Let's see what I got for you, Alex. You're starting to tap in to the world around you. And what this means, my dear, is that we all are connected in a similar way, but it seems like you're figuring that out more and more and more. Maybe somebody in your life you are having similar experiences with, or maybe you've had a sudden, spiritual experience that has given you this. Some people have it by doing hallucinogenics. Some people have it by discovering a new religion, or maybe being introduced to someone who is new. So it seems like you're starting to feel the connection between yourself and the world around you, my dear, which is really good. That is something most people strive most of their life for. You said mirrors. What can you do with mirrors? I actually have a whole episode on this channel that talks about mirror magic. Mirrors can be a portal. They can be a doorway. They can be divination. I guess portal and doorway is pretty much the same thing, but it's divination, pretty much. You can connect with your deities. You can connect with ones who passed, spirits of the house. There's a lot of different mythology behind it with mirrors. Like, mirrors are kind of like an endless thing. That's why they say when someone dies, who's been in your home, then you need to cover the mirrors for at least 3 days so that that spirit can pass on instead of being trapped within your home. It just depends on what you're doing or what you're wanting to achieve. Plus, by the way, mirrors, compact mirrors to be, in fact, is such a great way to do a spell against a motherfucker when you don't want to look at them. Women and men who do their makeup tend to get away with this one a lot more. But another tip that you can use is your cell phone camera. So let's say there's someone behind you that's just giving you the time of your life, and you're just like, oh, I'm going to grr, right? Pull out your phone, flip the camera into where it's like selfie mode, and then say your little chant while looking at them. Bada bing, bada boom, easy, quick spell. Mirrors are also good to deflect spells back, which is why you should always keep mirrors in front of like your door. So let's say if your door opens, as soon as you open your door, there should be a mirror like on the other side of where that door opens, like if you look across, if possible. So it reflects that shit back. So if people bring an entity that they got attached with them and they don't know, or magic that they're trying to bring in the home, or bad juju, that shit's going to bounce itself right the fuck out of your home. You should like offer maybe a paid class or something of a 101 lesson. To learn spells and how to properly and safely execute them. I do hear, or I did before COVID happened. I've just not offered something like that online because I didn't know if anybody would want it. Because if I do a class, I do a minimum of at least 10 people. And normally for my class, because you get a PDF afterwards, you get access to the video, or you get access to me, or all three. And I normally charge like $20 a person. And to get 10 people at $20 a pop is kind of one of those hard things. But you got to think about it. Once I give my information to somebody else will probably go out and do whatever the fuck they want. But who knows? If enough people wanted like personalized lessons, I'd be more than happy to. No. I actually had an event I did. It was I think it was last year I did it because that was 2019. I did this event and the lady literally told me at the shop, she's like, your information is not worth $20. People are not going to come here for $20. And I'm like, I'm not doing it for $10 for people to come into your shop and buy shit. And trust me, whenever I do a class, people show up. There's not many classes on elementals and how to work with them, how to capture them, what type of elementals work with what, and how you can use divination with it, motherfucker. Like, I'm not budging. She's like, fine, I need somebody. We'll do it. I had a class of 12 people come in. And then all those 12 people were asking me when I had a class again. And this lady decided that she didn't want me, I guess, for a class again. I have no clue what happened because I made her a bunch of money that night. Like literally everybody that left there didn't spend less than $50 in her shop that I know of. And I was like, ask her because I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I don't run the shop. It's not mine. And she basically told him, we got so many people coming in. I don't know when she'll be back or she will. And I'm just like, all right. So after that, I started doing like my own workshops and stuff like that afterwards. It sucked, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, so you wanted me to do something. You only gave me a week to promote it. And then now you're acting like you don't want me in your shop when you've literally made it like $800. Okay, that's cool. I work with demons and have great relationships to have great and beautiful soul bond with Lucifer. I have servitors and wards all around my house, and I have never had a bad experience. Not everyone's going to have a bad experience. It depends on who you are working with, for one. It also depends on if you have them all together on one altar and they don't work together on one altar. It also depends on if you're doing what you're supposed to as far as, your sacrifices that you're giving. It's not rewards. What is it? It's like offerings that you're giving them as well. And as far as servitors or wards are important, but putting a demon trap on your walls, I think is the stupidest dumb thing motherfucker can do. That's literally trapping a demon in your home that you may not want. I'm not talking about you as far as like your comment, but I've seen people do it and I'm like, what's your purpose? Oh, well, if something comes in, it gets trapped. So you don't want that entity in your home, but you're going to trap it within your home. Doesn't make sense. What I'll probably do, I probably won't host anything like the rest of this year because, to be honest, I'm using the rest of this year kind of as a downtime, you know what I mean? But if I do classes, it will be in the Divine Witch group on Facebook, and I'll post about it. If we can get enough people interested in it, I would be more than happy to host classes. I don't even know if it was really jealousy, though. Like, it was just odd because she had messaged me out of the blue, wanted to do an event, asked me if I would like to host a class. And I was like, sure, why not? Hey, Rose. And then as soon as we had the class, it was just like her attitude changed. And I'm like, it was just weird. But, I don't really want to talk about the individual because I'm not really fond of them now. At the time, it wasn't really like that. But they have issues. So they're not somebody I recommend in my local groups, so to speak. It's one of those things where it's someone who doesn't even follow the path and uses it for profit. And once I found that out, I was like, no. Saw your power and became envious of its light. Well, honey, her envy didn't go long, you know what I mean? Like, you ever have one of those things, like, I know for a while they were watching me because she had somebody working for her that would come talk to me and act like they were playing both sides of the fence, which it was funny because I would give that person, like, super wrong information, and it was fun time. It was more fuckery for me to enjoy than it was for their amusement, but, no. You can't stop what you do when other people have issues, which I'm sure everybody here knows that. You know how it goes. Hey, baby. Concrete Rose. That's a beautiful name, by the way. And by the look of your profile picture, your hair looks beautiful, by the way. Do. So hard to see, so I'm like squinting over here like a little old lady. Which, speaking of hair randomly, the energy harvesting, I know I sound crazy. Baby, I know exactly what you're talking about. We all have the energy that we put into the earth. As I say, you reap what you sow. New love, which it looks like some old love is coming through, my baby. Old love, but question is, what's old love want? Digging up the past. Do. It was expensive. Ain't that the truth? I don't know if you had someone, maybe an ex come recently, Rose, but it does seem like it's a trigger point. If it hasn't happened, it's going to happen. They were toxic. Somebody was toxic. That's a lot of toxicity going with that old love. Hell, it could even be family. But normally, 9 times out of 10, it's an ex. What is your question, baby girl? Hi, love. Can I get a general? General. Hey, by the way, since I'm doing readings here, if you guys would do me a favor, I'd appreciate it. I've actually got a reading page that's not the Divine Witch. It's called Triple Moon Readings on Facebook. And I'm about to pull it up here so I can share it with you guys. I would really appreciate it if I could get some reviews from you guys. I know some don't like to do it and some don't know how to do it or whatever, but if you are capable of leaving a review, as soon as I can pull it up, give me a second. Yep, that's what I do. Do. It's one of those pages I made for my reading, but I haven't ever got enough, to be able to share it. And I do need to update the photo because that photo's been there forever. Okay, give me a second. I do not want to create a post. Thank you. Here, we'll do it like this. No. So if you guys get the time and you want to be kind and drop a review, it helps me. It's family. My question is, what do you see in love for the 2 weeks? When it comes to love, family, all that, I do charge for questions because when I first started out, I got a bunch of people coming in asking questions and then they'd ask the same questions every day. So I started charging $5 for 2 questions because I'm like, if you're going to say the same shit, I'm at least going to get paid to give you the same answer. At least that makes my insanity worth it. So unfortunately, that's one of the things that I have to charge for, because if I give it to you for free, then everybody's going to want a free one. But if we do reach 600 people on this channel, I will be giving a one free question. So it's up to you. If you want to save it, buy one. It's up to you. Same goes for you, Stephanie, my dear. But just so you guys know that since you guys came in, I am writing your down. Your name's down for a free 30-minute reading drawing we're doing on the 24th. So, you know, maybe the gods will be in your favor. Not a problem, baby. Cashapp is like the name. Make sure it's DEVINE and not DIVNE. Because there's another girl with the exact same name. Her name is Eve. I've never met her, but I've had some money sent to her because they were trying to get me. No, I know. Do you know what Green Day is? Green Day is a band. Or at least that's what I'm hoping you're talking about. I don't have anything on my card. Dang it. It's all right. Let's see what you got. So here's how I do it. So shuffle the cards. This is your stack. I'm going to tell you how many cards we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you get to choose a card. So you got 8 that popped up. You choose your card that I read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is for Concrete Rose. So pick one card, baby. In the Facebook group, there's a thing that put your path, and I don't know what that meant. I put the Lonely Road, the only one I've ever known. Oh my God. I love that. Not for you, Divine. We got the Wheel of Fortune, baby. So the Wheel of Fortune, normally when this card pulls up, means that you got something good coming your way, but always remember there is a trade-off. So whatever you get, you have to give up something in return. So just know that you do got something coming, but you will have to make a sacrifice for it. Okay, I donated on your Cash App. Seabiscuit, I see you're messaging me. I just can't look at it right now because I'm trying to get to the Cash App. Okay, so you get 2 questions, Stephanie. If you would, both of your questions put in the one paragraph. That way I don't lose it. And if I do, I know where to find it. Cake. Give me a second. By the way, for those of you who are donating, you do get more entries into the drawing. Cake, you will be after Stephanie. Yeah. Sorry. 1, is Doro still sexually attracted to me? Doro. It's like Zorro, but kind of not. You are very welcome, baby. So as far as attraction goes, okay. So I feel like this is one of those situations where they may not be that great with words. But I also feel like there's another motive. Okay, so the reason I say that I feel like there's another motive behind this whole situation. All right, Cake Baby, where did you donate? Is because we've got this card. Now, this card is normally someone who's playing a game, having fun at another's expense without them knowing about it. So that's what's concerning. Now, This one I do not like either. It's the Seven of Swords. So it's one of those people that say something and they say it and it's like, fuck, insert mouth into foot kind of thing, where they don't realize their words have power. And it seems like sometimes they say things that they really don't mean. And then we have another card that is good, but is also not good, which is the Eight of Swords, which is the Justice card, which means all will come to light and they're going to get what they deserve. So this tells me that I don't think he's sexually attracted to you just because of the card coming up. And it seems like it's more of a game than it is reality. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but it is something that's coming up. It feels like one of those things that somebody is trying to do with messing with another individual while trying to put another notch underneath their belt. Now to answer the question, see you. Want to see me again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Disconnect. And this one. Okay. So for your second question, we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. Normally the Seven of Wands is trying to make a decision and trying to figure out what decision you should make. So you're kind of taking your time and weighing your options. But on this one, it already seems that the decision's already been made and they're just trying to keep on moving. And then we've got the Three of Wands. Normally the Three of Wands is one of nurturing. It is one that connects us to the things that we hold dear. When it is in reverse, it's shedding light on a disconnect with another individual, or it's somebody that we need to personally disconnect from our lives. Sorry. Then I've got the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is normally one that leads to hurt. It leads to someone coming in and basically trying to do whatever they can to manipulate and take over. Then why did he send me that message? Because to him, it's a game. That's exactly what it is. It's a game. It's one of those things where there's no love, there's no connection. For him, this is just what he does. If that makes sense. It's almost like catfishing meets fuckboy. So, I mean, you can take it however you want it, but it seems to me like this is not something new that they've done before. And the reason I say that is because we had the Justice card and we had this card, which this card is the Seven of Swords, which is something repetitive. It's like doing the same shit, but never expecting things to change. So that's pretty much what I've got from your cards, my dear. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. There is always a first time. I'm so sorry, baby. I can't change what has happened, but like I said, there's always that one time where someone can be wrong, and maybe maybe this is my one time. Cake baby, give me your 2 questions, my dear. Also, Olga, 5 for 2, my dear. And I am doing good. I'm just trying to do readings. I hate doing readings like that, man. It's rough. Divine, while I'm waiting for Cake to formulate her questions. If you're still in here, I'm going to give you a reading. If you're not still in here, then you will see this when you come back or later on. Seems the thing that you were trying to bring into your life, the wish that you were trying to wish for, is not something that the universe wishes to manifest right now. I don't know if maybe you thought it was a good thing for you and just kept on trying, but it's not working out, baby. And it's just not going to happen. Oh my God. Give me a minute, baby. More. I will give you a reading, baby. I'm so sorry I skipped over you. Let's see what we got for you today. Shit. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got your money, baby. I just need you to put your 2 questions into a paragraph and I can go ahead and read for you. Oh, baby, baby, baby. You're always going through something, honey. So we got the 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Who the fuck is calling me? Please stop calling this number. Thank you. All right, so we got the 5 of Cups, which it seems like an argument has ensued, or maybe it was an argument from the past. But from what I'm getting from the other cards, where does this argument lead? Leads to walking away, not being the same as one once was. Maybe hoped for more, but it seems like the situation is a dead end more. So whatever tomb you're knocking on, you're going to find a dead end. And Unicorn, as soon as I get done with these questions, baby, I will be more than happy to answer your questions, sweetheart. All right, let's see. How's Michael feeling about me? What is his intentions? All right, since that's 2 questions and 1, I'm going to go ahead and first off, I'm going to switch decks because this tarot deck is done for the day. All right, let's see. What do they want from you and what are their feelings? So these cards that I'm about to read for you is going to be for both of your questions, my dear. And we shall see what comes up. Okay. So we got Prince of Cups, which means this is a situation where it kind of felt like they just swooped out of nowhere towards you with this glow of confidence. Seems like they were... the energy that they brought was like a breath of fresh air, if that makes sense for you. Now we got the Chariot. The Chariot means one of wanting to go forward. So whoever this gentleman or lady or them, whatever, that came into your life, when they came into your life, they seen you, they liked you, they feel a connection, and they're proceeding on. It feels like they're chasing you in a way. It's like a pursuit. So that's kind of where we're at this moment. Then I got the Moon card in reverse. The Moon card is emotions. Now, currently, he has emotions, but it's not in the emotions of, I love you, I want to put a ring on it, I want to marry, and I want to see you go down the aisle. It ain't that type of feelings at this point. It's one of those ones where they see you and they like you. They want to get to know you. They want to see what you're like. They want to experience everything about you. So it's like the hot pursuit. It's not love, but it's interest enough for them to keep on wanting to come towards you. So, and as far as the intentions go, we got Dominion. So their intentions is something of longevity. They're not there for the moment. They want to see if this is one of those ones for the long run. Even though they don't see you as of yet as a love, putting a ring on it, whatever you want to call it, it's one where they want to build something that's solid, not something that's going to be bam, wham, bam, we're done. It was nice knowing you. Thanks for the fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we've also got the 10 of Cups, but the 10 of Cups is in reverse. Now, just like any other relationship, there's going to be things that you like and things that you don't like. I feel like his personality is going to be very dominant. is one where, you know, you're going to hear my opinion. We may not always agree, but my opinion is still going to kind of be heard type of people. Sometimes a lot of people don't show this at first, but it does seem like very dominating in their life. They know what they want. They know how they get it, so forth. And as far as the intentions for you and this whole situation, to wrap it all up into one card, right now we got the Queen of Cups. So right now he sees you as a potential queen. A queen that he wants to spoil you. He wants to get to know you. But he also wants you to respect him as who he is. Like when he says he's not comfortable with something, he needs you to know that you're going to respect him in that kind of decision. Because I feel like there was people before that his personality was a little bit too dominant and aggressive, that they were like, fuck this, I'm out. So it's going to be one of those things for a while where it kind of like feel where the waves take. He wants to see how much intenseness you can take and how much intenseness that you bring in. So with this all, it's one of those things of testing boundaries. It's like going into a game, you know what I mean? Like you want to see what the other player has. You want to see what their strengths are, their weaknesses. Does your powers match with their powers type of thing? I know it's very nerdy, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, my redneck came out. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're going to forget about that part, that little twang that came out. Yeah. Give me 1 second. So I got one for Christina, 2 questions for Christina, and who's Waters? Who's Waters? Who are you? Where are you? Christina, I seen you, baby. You're next. How is Richard feeling about me, and does he want to be with me? Okay, same, babe. We're going to do both of those questions. Ooh, and one reading. That's a fucking jump out. All right, let's see. Well, so far, it's a mixed batch, baby. All right. He wants to be sure first. You are great. Resonates. Not a problem, baby. That's what I'm here for. You know, I think it's going to work out. I think you guys are going to clash heads. And depending on how heated you both get, you're either going to fight, break up, get back together, and realize, okay, that was fucking stupid, or you're going to have some really good sex. Because those are the 2 options that always come around. It's either good sex or this ain't going to last long. But I feel like you guys are going to kind of understand each other because you're on the same wavelength. Now, for cake. Not cake. I just got done eating cake with that reading, right? How is Richard feeling about me, and how does he want to be with me? Me more. More. I've already done yours, baby, I think. So I got you marked off, so that would be a yes. All right, for Christina, my baby. So for your first question on how he feels about you, we've got Prudence in the 8 of Discs in reverse. So what this tells me is that he's seeing a lot of aspects that remind him of certain situations in his life. And some of them are good, some of them are bad, but it doesn't seem like my real name is Walters. Oh, okay. I was like, why is she telling me more? I'm like, are we doing a fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show or something? Like, I don't know. But I got you, baby. Give me 1 second. Sorry. But it feels like there's a lot of good times happening between you and Richard, or Dick. We're going to call him Dick because it's just fun, because that's his name, right? I will let you know this. There is love. We have the 2 of Cups, which is love. You've got the divine flower bringing you 2 together, so that's a good thing. The one issue I see is this one. Now, this one is a bitch, and it says success. This one is the Six of Discs. When it is in reverse, there are going to be things in this relationship that are going to test it. Now, as far as how he's feeling about you, this is kind of where it goes in. It's kind of like being half in, half out. So it's like when you step your toes in the water in the pool, it's that kind of thing. And that's kind of how the vibe of the feelings feel, is like they don't want to commit, but they want to enjoy a swim. Do you get what I'm saying? And so then we got the Nine of Cups, which is happiness, which any other time, this would be a great card. Unfortunately, it is in reverse. So this isn't going to be something that is going to bring you joy, my dear. But we've got the Lovers and we've got the Ace of Wands. Now, it can go one of two ways, as far as from what I'm seeing in this whole spread with your questions and everything else. So it does seem like something brought you two together. But this isn't going to be an easy relationship. Some people like easy relationships where it just flows automatically. And some like to make motherfuckers work for it. This is one of those, you both are going to have to fucking work for it. Now, as far as the Lovers card goes, sex and in the bedroom, things are going to be fine. I see it being more of a connection. It's going to bring you guys together a little bit more. But if you have any questions, look at the description. But currently, right now, it's not commitment. It's more of, let's see where the stars take us on this magical carpet ride kind of thing. But if you both continue on the road that you started with this situation, things are going to go good. Their intentions towards you is wanting to get to know you. The feelings towards you is one of kind of like the pool situation where they're half in, half out, don't know if it's the right fit, still trying to figure it out, but something brought you two together for a reason. So I wouldn't push it aside and see it as a bad thing. Just see it as one of those things that is a progression. Just know it's not automatic love. It's more of an attraction type of love at this stage, at this moment. Doesn't mean that it won't grow, because later on in the reading we see the Lovers, which means that maybe it will be consummated in a non-sexual way. And actually, you guys will actually start calling yourself boyfriend or girlfriend. But it's going to take a while. But once you guys start going, that flame's going to rise. You know what I mean? It's going to get intense. It's going to get hot. It's going to be fun. Just take your time with each other. If he says things that are offhanded, give him a break. He's not great with his words. More, give me your questions, baby. And thank you, Unicorn. I appreciate it, babes. You're very welcome, sweetheart. If you have questions, I charge for questions, 5 for 2. For anybody that's asking. And why More is doing her question typing. Okay, any and all questions are like actual fortune telling or dead channeling or like, I don't know. What's the, wait, give me a second. I see there was a part. No, come here. Okay, so a full reading, here's how I do a full reading. What I do is I channel the person. I channel their energy, who they are, what their screen name is, and that's all I do. I don't type anything. I don't look for you because, I mean, obviously I can't. And that's what I do. I focus on your name, because anything that you do, whether it be talking to me or it be making a screen name, you're putting your energy forth to it. So when I shuffle while looking at your name, repeating the question or whatever that you ask, and I do a reading on it. I do this when I'm in front of people, person to person, and I also do it when I'm like this. Give me a moment, guys. I'm going to let my husband know I'm still doing readings so he doesn't call and interrupt one of your guys' readings. Do. Hey, babe, right now I'm currently still reading for people, so don't call. Should I be looking for a job or place first? Ooh, good questions. Well, normally you got to have a job because you got to have money for a place unless you saved. He didn't get it. He'll figure it out. So the first thing that you need to do is balance your situation. And then we've got Uranus, which every time I say it, I'm like a little kid. Uranus. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, I'm a hoot. So this one is about becoming stable. So with this one, if I'm going to take it as far as your questions, what should you do first, a job or a place? You should do the job. As far as trying to figure out a certain permanent living situation for the time, there's a lot of different avenues open to you. We went over a few of these before. That's if this is the right reading that I'm thinking it is. Billy, 5 for 2, dear. And I'm in a reading, sweetheart. So I can add you to the list. But it's one of those things where you got to stable yourself out a little bit before you can pursue any big bills, so to speak. But as far as living with somebody, if you haven't found that situation yet and you feel like it's not going to help you as far as a job, then yes, I would go for the job. But it seems that you need to find stability while trying to channel both of the things. Because if you don't have one, it's going to be hard to get the other and vice versa. Should I go to the father's house and spend a night? Mercury. If you do, make sure that there is good communication on all sides. Make it one of those things where, hey, this is what's going on. You know it. Whoever lives with them knows it. And there's no mix-up whatsoever. Because this can switch at any time. So you got to make sure to have good communication. So what your plans are going to be, how long you expect to be there, what you need, to lay it all out. Don't leave no detail unturned when you go that route. Just know it's not going to be a permanent situation. It's temporary. Basically, don't get too comfortable. Trying to get him to look at his phone. I swear, men. Or at least my man. Did I miss anybody? Give me a second, guys, because I'm horrible. I think I've got everybody. You are fine, Seabiscuit. If you're still on here, I don't know because I haven't really seen so far. Can I get a free general? Yes, you may, but I am not going to answer the question because that is a question. Aziel. Baby, when it comes to you more, dear, I know you're going through a lot of shit and you're just trying to get, Aziel, you got some good things coming. So, Aziel, you get one card. You got the love card, my dear. So it's either a love's coming your way, another is being brought in, maybe one from the past is coming back, but whatever it is, love is coming your way, my dear. I've been trying to keep up with my mom duties. Baby, you're fine. I know you're still at work. I've been thinking about you more, though. I just wanted you to know that. All right. I'm not trying to end this. Did I give everybody the reading? Let's see. I did Christina. Did more. I think I got everybody situated. No, don't leave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off here because the hubby's calling. Ugh. Anyway, I'm going to jump off here, talk to him. Shit, we've been on here for 3 hours. That's crazy. So tomorrow I'll be on somewhere between 4 and 5 again. And hopefully I get to see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully I'm having a little bit better day. I tried today. Yeah, I think that's where we're at right now. So enjoy your day, your night, whatever it is to you. And hopefully I get to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.